Hello, my name is Janae Hensley, and today I'm going to be talking about a few muscles on the anterior side and posterior side of the body. First up, we have the pectoralis major. This is that muscle right here, right in front of the chest. So what it does, it assists in the adduction and internal rotation of the arm on the shoulder joint. So, for example, if I go to turn my arm in like that, or I'm moving my shoulder inwards towards the anterior side of our body, like it's working the pectoralis major muscle, which is right here. Next up, we have the quadriceps. It's those muscles right there. So, and on the human body, it's right here, right in the front of the thigh. And so basically what that does is when you bend your leg, the hamstring muscles contract and your quads relax. Conversely, when you straighten your leg, the quads contract and the hamstrings relax. So it assists in the extension of the leg at the knee joint. Next up, we have the biceps brachii. So for the biceps brachii, we have the short head and the long head. It's these two right here, right underneath the deltoid. Actually, it's that one, and then the short head is underneath that. The biceps brachii assists in the flexion of the elbow. So when I extend my arm like this, I'm flexing the elbow towards myself. And right there, that muscle, that's the biceps brachii, so that's helping flex our elbow. Next up, we have the rectus abdominis. So these muscles right here, the ab muscles, are the rectus abdominis. It assists in the flexion of the spinal cord and trunk. So, for example, my ab muscles, the rectus abdominis. So for me to like pick something up like that, that's working my ab muscles, so that lets me bend over. And then finally, I'm going to mess up the pronunciation of this, so bear with me. But the sternocleidomastoid is this muscle, this major neck muscle right here. On the diagram, it's this long, prominent muscle. And so basically what it does, it functions to flex the neck, both laterally and anteriorly, as well as rotate the head contralaterally to the side of the contraction. So basically this muscle, all it does is letting us move our head like that. When I turn my head to look side to side, that's what's helping me be able to turn my neck. And then next up on the posterior side, we have the gluteus maximus. Now, I don't have a diagram for this one because I did want to like just show the muscles and then I know them. So, of course, we all know the gluteus maximus is the major muscle that covers the entire butt cheek. And what it does, it helps externally rotate the hip. So, for example, when I turn my hip out like that, it's flexing that gluteus maximus, which allows me to move it. Next up, we have the latissimus dorsi. It's this huge muscle right here. It helps move the scapula in various angles. So basically, me like moving my shoulder blades up and down, like the latissimus dorsi is helping just move the angle, the inferior angle of the scapula. Next up is the triceps brachii. This one's a little bit trickier. This one right here, that one's the triceps brachii, and it also helps in the extension of the arm. And I like to remember it just because biceps triceps, and triceps brachii is what helps mainly in the extension of the arm. This last one's going to be a little difficult also in pronunciation. The gastrocnemius is that muscle right there. It is the chief muscle of the calf leg, which flexes the knee and the foot. It runs to the Achilles tendon from two heads attached to the femur. So basically, the way I like to think it, if you're doing basically calf raises, I know you can't see, but like when you're doing calf raises on the stairs, that's what that muscle is helping. So it's helping flex the knee and the foot. And then lastly, the trapezius. Let me find it real quickly. The trapezius is that major triangle muscle right by the top of the spine, closer to the head. And basically what that does overall is stabilize and move the scapula. So like I said, not only is the latissimus dorsi helping move the inferior angle of the scapula, but we also have the trap muscles that are helping a lot for us to move our shoulders like that. So thank you so much for listening to my short little video about the muscles and their actions.